Good morning, good day, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world today. Welcome to the Phil Show. Today, as you can see in the background, I am in Subaru Island in the Philippines, and it's a wonderful 80 degrees Celsius, so it is a little hot. But I'm here to say I am so proud after so long of waiting. My special guest is finally here, Meek from Uranus. Welcome, Meek.
Thank you. Oh my God. Mom?
Mom.
Sorry, Phil, you look just like my mother, who I haven't seen in millennials. I feel something strange coming up. Emotions not liking. Wah.
What?
Heavy breathing, deep breathing, calm breathing.
Oh,
I'm okay.
good,
Hi,
good,
Phil. How are you?
good to
Me,
see you.
look, I'm just a human being, an earthling in sports regalia because I love sports.
Well, that makes sense.
Go 4-9.
Go for a nine. Meek, first and
Yes.
foremost, I must ask you, how did you come up with the name Uranus?
Good question, Phil. Fine. Well, we've been monitoring Earth for millennials, and we've come to notice that the when in our society we peak at 12 years old. That's when the knowledge is at a pinnacle, and so we chose the wisest Earthlings to study and assimilate, so we could fit in more. So we kidnapped 12-year-old boys all across the world,
What?
which explains why we are not allowed within 500 yards of any elementary school. But we studied them and we encapsulated and took from important things like their sense of humor and what they found funny so we could relate to human beings, because humor is the number one attraction according to Cosmopolitan 1977 November issue. So we looked at this and said our planet at that time was named Yank. So to connect with humans more, we named it Uranus.
Well,
Because it's humorous, because it is also like your butthole. Now, it didn't go well at first with the other Uranians, because, well, first we tried to call it your mother's anus, and that was just too long, so we just settled on Uranus.
well,
Me every time.
that explanation makes perfect sense.
Thank you,
Thank you
Phil.
for answering it in such a detailed and succinct way.
Thank you, Phil.
Thank you. May I now ask you, where do you live in Uranus?
Oh, well, I live deep in Uranus, Phil.
You're deep in
Uranus. I live deep in Uranus, very rural. I don't even get a cell signal, really.
no cell signal in Uranus?
No cell
You
signal in Uranus, no.
What kind of Wi-Fi are you using in Uranus?
Yeah, well, AT&T. You believe it or not, we get AT&T in Uranus.
Is that 4G or 5G? That could be a problem.
Now, I don't know. I'll look into it. I'm not the IT guy, right? But yeah, it's an issue. It's an issue.
That's a
Deep in
big issue.
Uranus, there's not a lot of there's not it's no cell signal. Deep in Uranus, there's not a lot going on.
I would imagine it gets pretty hot in Uranus.
Oh, sweltering. Yes, yes. It's very muggy and clammy in Uranus. Yes, yes.
Muggy and clammy,
Yeah,
maybe
and in the dust
50.
storms, when there's a dust storm, it can get dry, and when there's dust storms, it's horrendous.
Well, you got to take care because temperature is everything. Anything
Oh,
above 60 degrees Celsius in Uranus could be a problem. Let
oh yeah. Monsoon weather in Uranus is horrible.
Oh,
It's
monsoon
all
weather.
muddy. It's muddy. Oh,
We
yeah.
just
And
oh,
it gets
monsoon weather is
really
terrible.
with the monsoons, it gets really, really muddy in Uranus.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm used to monsoons over here in the Philippines.
Sure.
Me, if you don't mind, let's take a
Yes.
couple calls.
That's
Well,
what I'm here for, Phil. I'm here to communicate and relate to all human beings. So
they're
please.
not they're text messages. Let me read a couple, if you
Yes.
don't mind, and please answer them the best you can.
Yes.
Uh, Mitch from San Diego asks, as a podiatrist, I once mistook a big toe for an anus. Is that a common occurrence you have heard of? With a side note, Mitch says his court case is pending.
I'm familiar with Mitch. We've actually abducted him and returned him immediately. Something wrong with Mitch.
Okay.
So,
I had no
that's
idea.
all I'm going to say. I don't really want to give him too much time because that's what he's wanting.
Okay, okay. Let's move on.
I've got an issue with podiatrists, anyways. You know, being from Uranus is one thing, but playing with feet, I mean, that's just weird to me.
Well, everybody's got their foes and faws. Let's go on to another question. Bobby from San Francisco asks, how large is your anus and what's your home address?
Bobby. Well, your Uranus is twice the size of Earth. We weren't always that big. Bobby. Bobby is doing a little double entendre there. He's saying, how big is Uranus, my planet, and how big is Uranus, my butthole?
Oh. Oh.
I can relate to Bobby. That's funny because it means butthole and planet.
Okay.
Bobby, both are very big.
Okay.
I've abducted this older person here to relate to because we found that older people tend to be more respected other than 12-year-olds. We found that out. So I can just say, speaking on this person, a large prostate, sagging balls, huge anus.
I would assume that older people have more of a stretched anus than the younger adults of today.
Interesting point, Phil. And
yes,
let's take journalist.
Let's take another question. Seth from Soho, New York asks, do you like strong cocktails and when can he meet you?
That's funny too. I'm not sure why, but I just heard and tails. I don't know what that is.
Okay, okay.
I'm sure it's funny.
Let's move on. Let's move on. I think those are probably the all the questions I need to ask at this time. Hang on a second.
Yes, Phil. Congenial face.
Can you hear that? Just a second, Meek. Meek, I think we're going to have to cut this short. I don't want to have any problems with the SEC for this podcast, but there is somebody at my window knocking and showing me a badge. So I want to say thank you for coming here. And I wish you luck with Uranus and wherever Uranus travels with you. And I look forward to maybe talking to you at another time. Are you going to any other podcasts or what is your?
I hadn't planned on it, Phil, but after this experience, probably not. And I'm sorry the SEC is bothering you. I hope your insider trading case is thrown out.
Yeah. Well, it said Oh, excuse me. That's FCC. I see.
Oh, FCC. Oh,
yeah.
That would make more sense.
I thought
you
it
were in
was
big trouble.
FCC.
Oh, okay. Well,
I'm going to get cataract surgery. Meek, it's been a pleasure talking to you. We'll catch you on the rebound and good luck with
the flip side. That's Earth Talk.
Bye now.
Goodbye.